There is something ironic that comes with being reliable. You don't have to be the strongest, the bravest, or the most capable around. Hell, you don't even have to be cool, fast, or even good looking. All you have to do is simply be there at all times. Be dependable, be well-grounded, be trustworthy. This is a story about reliability, a tale of what it means to be unwavering, unswerving, and unfailing in the face of daunting responsibility. This is the story of the Toyota Tacoma. Our story started in 1935 when Toyota built its first truck, the G1, in Japan. Now, do you remember the first time you tried something risky? Say the first time you rode a bike, used a skateboard, or asked a girl out. What do all these situations have in common? Bruises. A bruised elbow, a bruised knee, and a bruised ego. Yeah, it was the same for Toyota. The process of building a track for the first time almost bankrupted the company, and it would have if the First World War hadn't started. After the war, Toyota did not rest on its oars and proceeded to build another version of the truck called the KB. This model was easier to build, and for all intents and purposes, it was not as bad as the G1. With the success of this truck, Toyota started gaining traction in the Japanese truck market, so much so that when the Japanese government needed a replica of the American Willys Jeep, Toyota was the company commissioned to build it. With the experience gained from building this truck, Toyota started producing what we now know as the Land Cruiser in the 50s, and unsurprisingly, it ended up being a success. It was unsurprising because the company already had all the practice it needed with the G1, KB, and Jeep replicas. The success of the Land Cruiser inspired Toyota to build its pickup version. The company decided that it was time to spread the gospel for its new trucks to other countries of the world and started exporting this pickup version to other countries. This process marked the entry of Toyota into the North American truck market. As it was with Toyota's first attempt at building a truck, the company's entry into the North American truck market was not encouraging at all. Wait, that's an understatement. It was abysmal. One of the first trucks that the company tried to sell in North America was the Stout, and it performed very poorly in its first year of sale. To show you how poorly it performed, let's do a quick quiz. Take a wild guess on the number of units of this truck sold. Here is a hint. Think about the lowest number you can think of. Ready? Got the number? The truck sold less than whatever number you thought of because over the course of 365 days, the Toyota Stout sold only 4 units in the whole of North America in its first year. It was that terrible. This disappointment pushed the Japanese company to revert back to the drawing board and come up with the better option towards the end of the 60s. This option was the Toyota Helix. Given that the bar was already low, literally in the ground, when it came around, many people did not hold high hopes for the Helix, but it surprised everyone. It sold and became one of the most popular trucks in the US, and soon Toyota started making waves in the truck market once again. By the early 90s, it became abundantly clear that the Helix needed a replacement. For this replacement, Toyota brought in a young hotshot designer, Kevin Hunter, to design an uncompromisingly bold version for Toyota's off-road division. The result of this vision was the Toyota Tacoma. The Toyota Tacoma was first introduced a couple of months into 1995 as a replacement for the Toyota Helix, which at this point was already known simply as Toyota Pickup. Yes, Toyota did a name change for the Helix in the US in 1976, changing its name to Pickup. The Tacoma was intended to improve the ride quality that the Helix offered, as well as to improve handling, comfort, and safety. Meanwhile, the Helix was designed to be a rugged and powerful ride, though not necessarily a comfortable one. The size and the features of the new Tacoma were targeted to drivers who would use their pickup trucks as personal vehicles as well, instead of for just commercial or industrial use. The Tacoma was introduced after 5 years of development, and it came as either a 2-wheel drive or a 4-wheel drive truck and offered 3 engine options. The base model came with a 2.4-liter 4-cylinder that put out 142 horsepower and 160 foot-pounds of torque. Upgrades included a 2.7-liter four-cylinder that put out 150 horsepower and 177 pounds per foot of torque, and a 3.4-liter V6 that put out 190 horsepower and 220 pounds per foot of torque. The base model was fuel efficient for a pickup, offering 29 miles per gallon on the highway. The base model and V6 were both offered in two-wheel drive, and they both included automatic or manual options. These options changed over the years, with options such as crew cabs and new suspension. Tacoma was a success right out of the gate, and younger buyers formed its core market. Over the next 10 years, the first generation underwent a number of changes to both the design and the mechanics. In 1997, a pre-runner version was introduced that shared the same styling, engine options, and suspension as the 4x4 models introduced that year. The pre-runner Tacoma came with an optional off-roading package for those who still wanted the power and durability of the previous Toyota pickup models, as well as the comfort and ride quality that the Tacoma offered. The Tacoma underwent minor facelifts in 1996 and 1997, including changes to the grille, tailgate, badging, headlights, and engines. Under the hood, the Tacoma got new rear leaf springs and coil-on plug ignition. A passenger side airbag was also added. In 2000, the Tacoma got another facelift and offered an S-Runner trim package that came with a 3.4-liter V6 engine, a 5-speed manual transmission, 16-inch alloy wheels, and gas shocks. Only a couple hundred of the packages were ever sold over the next 4 years, so this model has become a bit of a collector's item thanks to its rarity. A crew cab was also introduced in 2000. The crew cab had 4 doors, but the extended cab came with only 2 doors. The extended cab had a longer bed than the crew cab, 6 foot compared to 5 foot 5 inches. The Tacoma continued to gain in sales over the years during its first generation. By 2004, it was outselling the Dodge Dakota and the Nissan Frontier. In 2005, it was named Truck of the Year by Motor Trend magazine. The second generation of the Toyota Tacoma was introduced in 2004. The new generation of the Tacoma got to a mid-size pickup, and it included a plethora of options, including 2 engines, 4 transmissions, 3 cabs, regular, access cab, and double cab, and 2 bed lengths, 6 foot or 5 foot, for a total of 18 configurations. The 2 engine choices were a 2.7-liter 2TR-FE 4-cylinder that put out 159 horsepower and 180 pounds per foot of torque, and a 4-liter 1GR-FE V6 engine that put out 236 horsepower and 266 foot-pounds of torque. The transmission options were a 4-speed automatic, 5-speed automatic, 5-speed manual, and 6-speed manual. An X-Runner trim level was also introduced with the second generation. It included the 4-liter engine with the 6-speed manual transmission, an upgraded suspension package, and 18-inch alloy wheels. Other features included downhill assist control, hill start assist control, optional rear locking differential, and an optional off-roading package. The new Tacoma also featured bed upgrades such as a deck rail system, tie-down cleats, hook pins, and storage boxes. The off-road package also included a power outlet in the bed. Many more features were added over the following years. Some of the optional features on the 2005 model were made standard the following year, and additional interior colors were added the year after that. Extra safety features were added in 2009, and the Tacoma received a facelift that year. Some of the design changes included a revised grille, new LED taillights, and smoked headlights. The model came with also 4 new exterior colors and some new interior features. Another refresh in 2012 when the Tacoma got a new grille, headlights, front bumper, hood, and shark fin antenna. The interior was also revamped and some features were added, such as satellite radio. A touchscreen audio system was introduced in 2013 and an SR trim was added in 2014. The 2015 models were introduced without a regular cab, which beefed up the Tacoma's profile even more. Numerous safety features were added to the Tacoma throughout the second generation. A rollover sensor was added in 2008 to deploy side curtain airbags during a rollover. The Star safety system was introduced in 2009, and some features included traction and stability control. Side torso airbags for the front row and side curtain airbags for both rows also became standard. The third generation of the truck came in 2016 and was previewed at the 2015 Detroit Auto Show in January. It features an updated exterior look with a larger grille, more powerful headlights, an air dam, an infused spoiler, and a redesigned bed. The new Tacoma had a 2.7-liter inline-4 engine and a 6-speed automatic or 5-speed manual in the base model. An upgraded 3.5-liter V6 engine was also available with a 6-speed manual or automatic transmission. The body of the truck featured high-strength steel for better performance and a lower weight, which improved fuel efficiency. The suspension has also been upgraded for better off-road performance. Two of the popular trim levels that came with the 2016 Toyota Tacoma include the Access Cab and Double Cab. They featured interior upgrades such as soft-touch materials instead of plastic, a bigger touchscreen display, a new instrumental panel, and better insulation to improve ride quality. Dual climate control was also introduced for the first time. The truck is still in its third generation and still gathering sales and following like it did when it was first released. Now, for a truck with outstanding features or capability, it shocks many people that the Toyota Tacoma still commands huge sales and popularity among off-roaders. The truth is, there are many reasons for that. For instance, the Tacoma is known for its legendary reliability and durability, making it a dependable and long-lasting vehicle. Toyota's reputation for quality and reliability has earned Tacoma a loyal following of owners who value its longevity and low maintenance costs. Secondly, the Tacoma is a versatile and capable truck that can handle a wide range of driving conditions. Whether it's traversing rugged off-road terrain or navigating city streets, the Tacoma is built to handle anything that its owners can throw at it. Thirdly, the Tacoma has a reputation for retaining its value over time. Due to its reliability and durability, the Tacoma is often considered a smart investment, and many owners are able to sell their used Tacomas for a high resale value. Finally, the Tacoma has a strong emotional appeal to many drivers. It's often associated with adventure, freedom, and the outdoor lifestyle, and has become a symbol of the rugged individualism and independence that many people aspire to. So, there you have it, a truck that embodies the very essence of reliability, durability, and quality. A truck that showed that you don't need to be special to be loved. A truck that is reliable.